Who made this? Oh, that's Eli Stacks.
I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this. What y'all think? Should I stick with this one? Man, what up? What up? What up? What's your? It's your boy Paid, Digital D boy. Today is gonna be a good one, man. Welcome to my channel, Game On. Paid plays Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing Fortnite today, and you know, it's my channel where I play games at the same time give free game. You feel me? Today we're on the subject of passive income. And you know what I'm saying? Like a little misunderstanding about that passive income, if you ask me. Like it's not what people really think it is. But we gonna get into that and like why passive income is BS. You better learn how to try. No, seriously, I think I like this though. Yeah, that was a nice game right there though. Like we got it in, met somebody, you know what I'm saying, cool dude and all that. Like we gonna get it in. Y'all heard him. I finally got somebody to play the GTA with because I wasn't streaming it when I did it, but like last night I tried to like go into like 8 different lobbies, you feel me? But like none of them just was doing missions or none of that. I'm like, man, ain't this a blow? I'm trying to do the Dr. Dre mission, make a couple things happen. Ain't nobody trying to make that happen. But yeah, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Everything is everything. But back to the topic at hand. Let's make a couple things happen. So passive income. First off, what is passive income? Because everybody talk about it, everybody want to have it. That be like a lot of people focus, like, you know what I'm saying, they want to just generate and create passive income. Passive income is an income that involves little to no labor and maintenance. Let me say that again. Passive income is an income that involves little to no labor or maintenance. Yeah, I know that's bull, right? Like, you can YouTube whatever you want, Google whatever you want, and I'm telling you about passive income, how to make 50,000, 20,000, whatever the case may be. Build this up, we'll set this online store up, all that. Hey, look, it's bull. It is bull. Let me explain to you why. There is literally only 3 things in that term that can deliver a passive income, which is stocks, real estate, and books. That is it. And everything else, I know what you thinking. The whole now I can do this. We'll get into that. No. And I can break all of them down to you. I know what you thinking. Clothing line, digital assets. What else? Digital books. What else they be trying to sell y'all on? Drugs. You already should have known that. That's like one of the biggest things. Like people, I don't know if there's a saying that, man, you just quit my job and sell drugs. That is not as easy as people think it is. And it's definitely not a passive income as people think. That's about it. And like clothing lines, all type of online stores, the whole nine, no matter what you're trying to sell, whether it's accessories, clothes, equipment, whatever, all that. No. Only thing that consider of the passive income is, like I said, real estate, stocks, and books. And even with that said, the book one is not even a long term. That's a right now and here and there, because eventually that's going to die down. Now the other two, yeah, it can get you there. It definitely can get you there. But let me break something down to you right now. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain this to you right now. The only way to make easy money is big risk and to work hard. That's it. That's the only way you can obtain easy money. There's no way around it at all. Easy money only come when you work hard or you take big risks. Remember I told you passive income is little to no labor or maintenance. So let me stick with the first three that I broke down to you. Labor, okay, because we all know what labor is, you know what I'm saying? Manually things that you can do or that you got to do physically and all that, woo. But that doesn't mean that you don't have to put in the work, because you definitely going to have to put in the work if you want to do this. You can't obtain certain things without putting in the work, period. So that eliminates the little to no labor no matter what, because you still gonna have to put in the work. Maintenance, that's a lie. And our generation has made that worse, because the way that we want things and we obtain things and the way that social media puts it out there, everything's supposed to be so quick, so fast, immediately, overnight success, all that. Doesn't work like that. But the brain would like it to, and the world would like it to. But every time when you saying people being successful, they have a story, and it's a long time story, and it's a lot of work that they probably put into. And it can be one or the other. Like, even if their story is not long, they had a lot of work that they put into whatever craft or whatever business that they trying to do and start. So let's get into the investment first. In order to be good in investing, because investing has both of them. It's the big risk or it's the work hard. The work hard part comes from you need to understand the stock market. You need to understand cryptocurrency. What do you have to do in order to do this? You need to study. You need to research. You need to read up on a lot of things. You need to stay up on a lot of things. That's the only way. The big risk, you might got like 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, 30,000. I'm gonna put all this in the stock or crypto, hoping that it doubles, triples, quadruple my money. The risk in that is, especially with crypto, if it doesn't, you can lose every cent. So you taking a chance with, if not losing 100%, you're taking a chance of losing at least 60 to 80%. It's a big risk, but no one gets far in life without taking these risks though. Like, you have to be willing to do that sometimes. It depends on whatever that it is, and not even just with money. You gotta be able to take the risk of stepping outside of your norm, learning something new, making certain adjustments. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to grow, adapt, and be better, and to be great and actually succeed and successful, and where you can bring in the money with no issues, like it's just coming to you, just like out of nowhere. You can wake up, you can be walking the street, phone call coming in, text coming in, email coming in. You just walked into a business organization, you know what I'm saying? And somebody see you, they got an opportunity for you, all of that. But in order to get there, you still got to put in the work. Real estate. Yes, real estate is a way to create passive income. But again, the little to no labor, what you don't know that is when you get into real estate, there are several licenses that you need to obtain in order to actually do it officially and effectively. So that's work that you got to put in. Those are nights that you got to study. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on your game for that. And then after the fact, once you get into the properties, you got to know how things work. The electric, the floor plans, all of that. Again, these are things you're going to have to study. You're going to have to research. Now, let's say you want to pay somebody. You want to pay a realtor or something. Like, you don't want to go through the part of the licensing and being able to do. You just want to invest and buy the properties. Again, you need the money to do this. So you need the big money in order to play in this game. But also you need to understand, if you don't have the knowledge of doing whatever, you're leaving the trust within someone else to be able to make sure that your shit is right and that things don't go wrong, because there's a possibility that you can lose your investment, no matter what it is, whether it's half, whole, or percentage. And then on top of that, there's more money that you're going to have to put into it to maintain it and to keep it going. There are very few properties where you can invest in and you don't have to keep it up to date and up to regulations. So that right there alone just eliminates the whole little to no maintenance. Yeah, like if you don't do it, you can hire someone else to do it. But again, that's the risk that you're taking to leaving that up to someone else and trusting them with that in order to do that. You know what I'm saying? Now, books, because that was the third one that I spoke on. A passive income. In order to put a successful, great book out there, what do you have to do? You have to write it. After you write it, you have to go through several drafts of proofing it. What you doing while you're proofing it? You're making sure that the grammar is right, punctuations are there, everything is smooth. You know what I'm saying? It's not rambling or going on. You can keep your audience intrigued and wanting to like read more or listen more if it's an audio book, all of that. It's a lot of work. Those are long days, long nights, no matter what. And even if you want to, again, you don't want to really put in the work, you can hire someone to do that. But you take the risk of you not looking good in the public or something being misled. That's something that you did. You decided to do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame that on that person. Yes, you hired them to do that, but you're still at fault at the end of the day because of whatever that you didn't want to do, or you wanted to trust this person with that. The fact that they didn't do it right, that's a different story. But you was the one that chose them, or they got referred to you. So at the end of the day, it was still on you. Now, yes, when this happens, when you get your book and you're done and you're published, and then that's the other thing, like you got to find someone to willing to publish your book and put it out there to the masses of how you want it to be done. And then on top of that, You're going to have to make sure if you want a physical copy of your book that you have the right company to do whatever, and you're going to also have to invest in that to make that work. Now, of course, when you launch your book, for the first, let's say 2 or 3 years, money going to be coming in from it. It's going to come in. But eventually, and after a while, those sales are going to die down. And that's why authors work on their second edition, third edition, and all of that type of stuff. But that comes with the now having to maintain this series of a book, which is work that you still got to put in. So at the end of the day, the term or definition, as we've been told or you've learned, of passive income that puts your mind at ease or make you think you don't have to really do anything is bullshit. You have to do a lot no matter what. And once you set it up, you still have to do a lot because you have to maintain these things. You have to make sure orders and all that get done right. So, as I said, let's address the elephant in the room. Let's get it over with, because a lot of people think drugs is the way to go and how to do things, make easy money, passive income, all that can keep things going in once you set it up. Ooh. I'm gonna tell you right now, I can tell you this right now, it doesn't matter what drug you get. I don't care. Ecstasy, fentanyl, crack, weed, dope, any other type of pills, mushrooms, whatever. When you get these items, right? Because they're still items. They're still a product. If you want to move them, what do you got to do? You have to market it. Or you have to put yourself out there and letting people know that you got this. And then on top of that, it depends on which product that you chose. You got to be out in the street or setting up shop somewhere that you can reach the customers. Also, when it comes to the product, depending on what it is, you have to, in a way, manufacture. You know, whether it's cooking it up, chopping it up, bagging it up, whatever the case may be. This is still work that needs to be done. And so, here comes the big risk part. Because, yeah, you putting yourself out there, and a lot of times, the part that they don't explain to y'all and they don't tell you, it's a lot of people that put themselves out there and try to sell drugs that aren't successful at it. And before they can even reach a plateau of being successful at it, I'm talking about even seeing like $500 or $200, they get caught. For as little as they've been in the game, whether it was 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, now you got a sentence over you, a year, 7 years, 5 years, 10 years, depending on what it is, and a record. So you just messed up everything. Everything. It depends on your age that you can move forward in life and progress with without you having a record. So now this is more work that you got to put into to be successful, or you have to risk when you coming out, getting back in the game and doing things differently. But now you got to be smarter about it, and you got to maneuver differently. Again, this is still work, and you have to maintain the drug, the quality of the drug, no matter what it is, to make sure that your feedback is always good and that you always get customers coming in. But the first part is getting a loyal customer base, getting your clientele. That is not easy, not at all. And then on top of that, in order to do that, depending on which one that you chose, you probably gonna have to step on a few toes, which means you're gonna have to go to war. This is more work, more labor, things that you gotta be prepared for. Because I'm not just talking about no Call of Duty war, no Fortnite, no little games. No, this is real. And your consequences get real. So now that we done addressed that and got that out the way, please don't do it. Online, Okay, you want to set up, because everyone, matter of fact, we gonna start with the clothing line. We gonna start with the clothing line first, right? Let's say you want to start a clothing line, right? Cool. Let's start a clothing line. Do you know how much it costs to start a clothing line? It costs a lot of money. On top of the money, it takes a lot of time and work in order to do this. Let me give you some examples. Especially if you're not a designer, it's going to be even more costly to you in order to create a clothing line. You got to come up with a logo. You got to come up with the colors. You got to come up with the material, how you want things to feel, look, the website, the E-Cmmerce license, the shipping that you got to deal with, the taxes, the business license. Does this sound easy to you? It sound cheap to you? Let me know. You let me know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm missing something. Because if you know, especially on a website alone, look, them people that try to sell you 150, 200 for a website, cancel Christmas. It's not going to be anywhere what you need in order to succeed and progress and prosper and to get on the path of even getting near passive income where it's little to no work, because you're going to have so many glitches, so many things that's not going right, so many checkouts, transactions, the whole nine. This is going to mess you up. A feature that's not there that you need. More work that got to be done. The materials of your clothing line. What does it look like? What does it feel like? How can you get it for lesser than whatever that the case may be? All of that. This is big work that got to be in. They got to go into putting this down. You know what I'm saying? So that's like the thing about that not really being a passive income. Same thing go for anything else that's supposed to be online and selling. No matter what product it is, it's going to take a lot of work in order to sell it, regardless of what. And it's a risk, and a big risk, because these are products that you got to invest in. And if you don't do the proper research and put in the work, they're not going to move, and they're not going to move as fast as you would want them to. And that's from your lack of understanding business, marketing, and promoting. If you did, then it would be a breeze to get them off, and you would enjoy it, and you wouldn't be sitting around stressing or having product just pile up every goddamn where. Like, what the hell, why is it just sitting here? Because you thought that all you had to do was get the product and tell people that you got it, and that's it. No, dope don't even sell itself no more. So please eliminate that idea out of your head. Like, when you get any product or whatever it is, especially if you're gonna put it online, you have to have the right target audience. You have to know how to sell it to these people. You have to create the benefits and all that type of stuff. Again, this comes with the work that needs to get put in. This comes with the work that needs to get put in order to do this. You know what I'm saying? So on top of that, no matter what it is, you're going to have to maintain a couple of things. One, you're definitely going to have to maintain the site. And then on top of that, you're going to have to maintain the email newsletter. And on top of that, 9 times out of 10, you have to maintain the products to make sure that they stay up to par and the quality is right. So the whole idea of passive income being easy and you happen to do little to no work is just like starting a biz versus working a job. Working a job is easier than starting a business or running a business. And why? Because it takes little to no work. All you got to do is just show up and do your job. The hard part comes from the people that you work for. They the ones that got to make sure you get paid. They the ones that got to make sure that benefits are able to be updated and like stick to everything that the employee needs and signed up for. They're the ones that got to pay the taxes. They the ones that gotta come up with the marketing plan or pay the people with the marketing plan, sit in the meetings and all that type of stuff to make sure that this company succeeds. They the ones that gotta connect and talk to this individual, that individual, investors, all of that type of stuff. So an employer has it easier than the business owner. Yes, the business owner gets more money, and it's not just because they're the owner, it's because of the work that they got to put in, and then also whatever investment that they had to make in order to make that happen. You feel me? So it's like, where's this easy part coming in at? Where's this no work coming in at? Digital products. Digital products, you minus get rid of the thought of little to no maintenance. Because once you put it out there, it depends on what it is. This even goes down to apps. Candy Crush, Instagram, Twitter. All of these are apps. Fortnite, games. These are things that have to be updated regularly in order to appeal to the target audience and to fulfill their needs. If it's not, it's going to die down. That is not an easy maintenance thing at all. And once you get into these things and these fields, you're going to understand that. And you're going to realize how much work it actually takes to make something happen. Out of all that's been said of a passive income, what we've been taught, and the terminology of little to no labor or maintenance, and you just sit back and collect money, that might not be the case. But I can tell you this though. If you put in the work or you take them risks and it pays off, the money will flow easily and it be smoother than what you're used to. But again, easy money only comes with hard work or big risk. Without those two things, or one of the two of those formulas, you can cancel Christmas. You need those things in order to really be successful, and that's with anything. That's not even just passive income. That's whatever you want to do in life if you want to be great. And there are other attributes to add to that. But since we talking on the passive income, you have to do those things and be willing to do those things in order to succeed. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got for that right now. Now, with that being said though, let me go and try to kick some ass out here. I hope y'all enjoyed that though. If you got questions though, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, let me know. Like, you know what I'm saying, let me know in the chat, whatever you want to talk about, whatever that might flew over your head, we can go over it. We can get them things going, you feel me? And like, I can help you with it. And whatever dreams or goals that you got set that you might want to go and say, you know what I'm saying, let's trap it out. You know what I'm saying? It's trapping. Trapping is nothing but trying to reach a profit. Now, it has nothing to do with any particular product or industry or nothing. It's not drugs, it's not clothes, it's not watches, it's not paint, it's not art. It's trapping whatever that you can do, you know what I'm saying, to reach that profit. That's all it is. So yeah, let me see. Ain't nobody. Oh God, I'm leaving this lobby. Yeah, that's it for now, man. Y'all know what it is. Game on. Thanks for joining me and watching me play. You know what I'm saying? Paid plays. Today the game was Fortnite. We discussed passive income, as it is what it is. And until next time, y'all know what it is. POP. Play your own player. Don't forget, if you enjoy what you seen, please subscribe, tell a friend so they can subscribe, follow the channel, Twitch, YouTube. And like I said, I think about the Facebook one. I'm still a little iffy about that. I gotta do my research. But outside of that, make sure that, you know what I'm saying, like, again, you follow, subscribe, and I can do this full time and think about stop trapping. I think about it.